Hello everyone, I'm at Lowe's today to check out their Halloween inflatable display. Lowe's finally started setup. They still didn't set up the entire display. I expect that to be done in the next few days. I was told they will have the 18-foot jack skeleton on display, so I might make a video of that when they do that, if they do that. As you can see, the majority of inflatables are on display here. And you can see here, I think the best inflatable they have out currently is the Mickey Pumpkin on the left. They changed the ears for this year and put, I guess, bats on the ears, images of bats and whatnot. It's basically the same pumpkin Mickey that's been sold at Lowe's for several years now. Moving on to the other side, or section of the display. You can see here the Mickey rising from the pumpkin. And I do really like the design of that one. I might actually pick that one up. It reminds me a lot of the Snoopy animated pumpkin that was rising from a pumpkin that Lowe's had, I believe, in 2014 or 2015. It's basically the same exact design as that one. Yeah, and to the right of that is the hand with the moving eye, and the witch with the spinning eyes to the right of the hand. You can see here a bunch of cheap fans to the left of them. I did pick up the clown with the tearaway face from The Night Before Christmas. I do want to pick up the Shrek. I also picked up the Cheshire Cat and the Stitch. They do not have a few base fan inflatables on display yet. The clown, they do not have the clown with the mallet. The Doom Buggy they don't have, and a few Nightmare Before Christmas inflatables they do not have on display yet. So I do want to see what the clown with the mallet looks like. I might pick that one up. I do not have too many clown inflatables, so that might be one I will buy. But yeah, a lot of these are just generic cheap fans. So they've increased the cheap fan price. I believe the cheapest inflatables, other than the Air Adorables, are $25, which I think is almost $4 or $5 more than last year. I'm not too sure on that. If you know, let me know in the comments below, but pretty sure it's at least $4 or $5 more. Just generic inflatables like the candy corn one. The Oogie Boogie with streamers is $36. I was thinking about getting that, but once I see it in person, I'm not too excited about it anymore. Compared to last year, I would say this is better than last year. Last year was a pretty big disappointment, other than the 18-foot jack. The 18-foot jack this year is pretty bad. It has a defective nose, doesn't have a nose, for example. And being $50 more than last year's 18-foot jack is just a disappointment in general. Lowe's is definitely trying to have more animatronics than inflatables, but I really think the inflatables are still going to be one of the best-selling items at Lowe's this year. So as you can see here, the Nightmare Before Christmas inflatables, they definitely have a lot of them. You can see here the 18-foot Jack Skeleton Vampire. It's $298. Once again, it's defective. It doesn't have a nose. Don't know why that is, but that is the case. It is definitely defective. Above that is the Archway Reaching Jack. You can see here it's 9 feet tall. There's the clown, the streamer Oogie, Big Oogie. And yeah, you can see the rest. The Finkelstein with Sally. I do not understand why Finkelstein's head is blinking white or purple, whatever they're going to call it. It's definitely a purple LED. That makes no sense to me at all. I like last year's Finkelstein a lot more than this year's. The Jack Skeleton Oogie Boogie Archwear, just way too small. For 9 feet tall, you're definitely going to only be 6 feet tall. The entrance way to, obviously, the arch. I think people are going to be hitting their heads on that way too much. I think that should at least have been 12 feet tall. It would have also been nice if that clock on the, I guess, tower was animated of the archway. I'm definitely disappointed with the new mountain this year. BJ's, for anyone wondering, will be carrying the original mountain, the animated Zero. I think that one's 10 times better than this one, but I actually do not have any of the mountains. So I would like to pick up one of the mountains, but I might just buy the BJ's mountain. Just do not like that mountain. I do think the price is reasonable, though, at $139. I think they could have charged $154, but they realized Wasn't as good as last year's mountain, for example. The clown was the first with the tearaway face, was the first inflatable I bought from Lowe's. I saw those going on eBay for at least double the money. I was worried they were going to sell out, so I picked that up right away alongside the Stitch. And the Doom Buggy I picked up a few weeks ago, actually. You can see the Mickey Mouse box there, and there's the animated Mickey Mouse, Stitch, Shrek, Gremlins, Halloween, Michael Myers, Chucky, the cat with the googly eyes, Minion, Mandalorian, some Airdorables. They definitely have a lot. Picked this one up, the Cheshire Cat. Obviously, that's from the Alice in Wonderland. Here's the clown, the circus clown. That is definitely one I might get. I want to see it in person first. Here's one of the better deals, I think, is the animated vulture with the head turning left and right. I think that's one of the best deals, under 100, and it's animated. And yeah, a bunch of cheap fans. You got the cheap fan Pumpkin Trio. I believe that's a cheap fan Unicorn. The hand is not a cheap fan, for anyone wondering. It is a base fan. The Kaleidoscope Pumpkin is different this year. Has a different face. I was super excited to see that Lowe's would be carrying a Stitch Halloween inflatable. Jemmy made a limited edition Stitch about a year ago now. I was eagerly anticipating a Halloween inflatable or a Christmas Stitch, so I'm glad Lowe's will be carrying that. Walmart will also be carrying a Halloween Stitch for anybody wanting that. I definitely think this is one of the better years for Lowe's. I just wish there was more base fans and not so many cheap fans. And once again, the prices have increased a lot. You can see here the generic cheap fans are like $40. I think it's just ridiculous. I think those at most, like the cat with the mouse, should be $29, for example. Lowe's is definitely carrying a lot of Haunted Mansion merchandise. I would have liked to see more Haunted Mansion inflatables than just one. Even the Home Depot Haunted Mansion Hitchhiking Ghost inflatable that was released last year that we sold at Home Depot. I would have liked to see Lowe's carry that. In addition, maybe a few cheap fan Haunted Mansion inflatables would have been cool too. We'll be getting the Shrek eventually. I think Lowe's messed up that Shrek though pretty badly. I think they should have charged $100 for it with a YF80. Obviously incandescent C7s. I think it would have been great. Putting a cheap fan on it just ruins it for me. I definitely plan on getting that and adding a base fan to it. But overall, I think this is one of the best years for Lowe's. Definitely for their inflatable lineup in the past several years. And thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.